Hey guys, this is Malinki. Welcome back to my channel Voice of Malinki. So today we will discuss about Classical Genetics Lecture 1, that is Mendelian Principles. And in this lecture, dominance, segregation and independent assortment will come. And if you are new in my channel, please subscribe my channel, and if you like my video, please do like, comment and share my video. So from the results of Mendel's experiments, three conclusions could be established. First one is law of segregation. During the formation of gametes, alleles of a gene are separated in such a way so that each gamete carries only one allele. So basically, law of segregation is applicable during the formation of gametes. Now, this is the diploid parent cell. Diploid means it contains two sets of chromosomes. That means each chromosome appears twice in a cell. Now it can form two types of gametes. Basically, each parent cell undergoes meiosis and produces 4 gametes. But here, these 4 gametes are of two types. Hence, I have shown here only 2 gametes, gamete 1 and gamete 2. But otherwise, there are 4 gametes. Now, this parent cell contains 2 alleles, capital A and small a, in one pair of chromosomes. Now, gamete is basically a haploid cell. That means each gamete contains a single set of chromosome. So here, each chromosome appears once in each gamete. Now, this gamete, that is gamete 1, is having capital A allele, and this gamete, that is gamete 2, is having small a allele. That means each gamete carries only one allele. Next is law of independent assortment. During the formation of gamete, the segregation of alleles for one gene occurs independently to that of any other gene. So here also this law is applicable during the formation of gamete. Okay. So here parent cell is showing two different chromosomes, chromosome 1 and chromosome 2. A pair of chromosomes 1 carry capital A and small a alleles, and a pair of chromosomes 2 carry capital B and small b alleles. After the gamete formation, 4 different types of gametes are produced here. So this is gamete 1, that is having capital A and capital B alleles. Gamete 2 is having capital A and small b alleles. Gamete 3 is having small a and capital B alleles. Gamete 4 is having small a and small b alleles. Now from this event, we can understand that segregation of capital A or small a allele occurs independently to capital B or small b allele and vice versa. This means segregation of alleles of one gene occurs independently to that of other gene. But that is not always true. Linked genes are exceptional. So, This law is not true in case of linkage. That we will discuss later. Third is dominance. Dominant alleles mask recessive alleles. So here we can see this is the diploid cell. It contains a pair of chromosomes. This chromosome is having capital A allele and this chromosome is having small a allele. Capital A allele is responsible for red flower color. Capital A is dominant allele. Small a allele is responsible for white flower color. Small a is recessive allele. Both capital A and small a alleles are present here. Therefore, the flower color would be red because capital A allele is dominant and that is masking the functionality of small a allele that is recessive. Exceptions include codominance and incomplete dominance. So, this law of dominance is not true in case of codominance and incomplete dominance. That we will discuss later.